in this place, 4 key communicators can be held. These key communicators can go to college levels. They can conduct workshops of 2 days, 3 days in engineering colleges. Engineering colleges students don't know what ferrocement is. So if they know this, they can disseminate that information, because students in those colleges are from some village here and there. He himself will, the word will spread only through a network. It cannot go through from one place. So Mary can take lead in making a center, nodal center, and here you can link up from various places in Maharashtra, various colleges, various centers, and undergo training course. It cannot be anything than doing it by your own hand. You can't draw graphs and you can't draw pictures and see photographs to learn ferrocement. It has to be done. And engineering students, as a part of their core curriculum, can undergo this hand training. Diploma students. There are so many diploma colleges all over Maharashtra. And there are private colleges, not only government colleges. So if this an appeal is made through government, again here government can play a role, that they can give a directive. If you undergo a course of one week in ferrocement, you will get a certificate. And that will be endorsed by government of Maharashtra. And META trained officials, META trained skilled workers, I would not say even officials, META trained skilled workers will be signing the document, not some chief engineer. It could be a mason sitting in Kolhapur. He will have the authority because of having trained. I give you an excellent model on this, which is MKCL, Maharashtra Knowledge Corporation Limited. They have an excellent network going to small towns and villages, and they are teaching computer there. Why can't this be done with ferrocement? And it can be done with simple vernacular language textbooks like Dr. Patodhan has written, and they can be written about doing a chacha, doing a water tank, doing a simple roofing shed, doing a cupboard, doing a kitchen water. All these can be simply written, and a standard dimension. You take, like you have do-it-yourself kits, very common in outside states, where you get a booklet and kits in it, and number of bars. You take 3 bars of 6 foot long, 4 bars of that long, tie 1 bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, and it is shown as an assembly. First this is done, second picture shows the second assembly, third picture shows. These illustrative diagrams will go a long way, and this can be done. And for that, we are willing to volunteer. Dr. Inam Patodhan and Mr. Dr. Divekar, Jayant Kulkarni, all these people will volunteer, because making sketches or getting sketches from professionals and guiding them is very easy. That can be done, and then it is got to be disseminated. So self-help group is what is going to drive popularization of ferrocement in villages and town levels. Now I come to the third level. I'll take another 5 minutes. All in all, people have been saying government should do this, government should do this. Government is all, we people sitting here are government. Though we don't have powers, but we have voice. And we can put up our own opinions. It may be listened, it may not be listened, but then other 2/3 will probably go ahead. 1/3 government can be a motivating force, it can be a leader, it's up to the government to decide. But I see in government broadly 3 areas. One is PWD, another is irrigation, and on another level, Jilla operations. Now I will come to PWD. PWD, Dr. Divekar's proposal of mass housing in precast ferrocement panel, wall system, slab system. This is one of his ideas. There are people who have been working in SCRC, CBRI, all over India. If an appeal is made, maybe alternative designs will come, an interaction can be done, and a unified, some kind of a model can be established, and maybe a demonstration model of each type can be done. It can be done at maybe here. For that, how the funds are to be raised is not my purview, but probably you people can suggest, and probably cost of a 3-story building done in precast ferrocement panels with 2 one-bedroom, one-room apartments with a staircase, with a water tank, typical representative of a slum clearance project, can be done at a cost of a few lakhs, maybe 10 lakhs or something like that, 10 or 20 lakhs. And we won't go beyond that for a 3-story building having about 500 square feet area each floor. So this is one thing, that you sponsor projects, you verify the design completely. You have all your doubts clarified, make the model. model, because unless you make the model, people will not appreciate. You have to see the advantages of soundproofing, advantages of insulation, and I would say here that once a model is made, not only the advantages, but even the disadvantages and the drawbacks and the flaws in that system will be exposed. And in the subsequent use, these can be corrected. So no design, whatever design is there on the paper is perfect on the ground, because there will be a lot of flaws that are not visualized at the stage of constructing or planning. So total ferrocement housing is a broad subject, and it will not take place overnight. It will probably need a period of next 4 to 5 years, in my opinion, for the concept to get popularized. And for that, sanction a budget, construct some houses, do tests, if necessary, do load tests, because whatever amount of analytical results that you show are not able to convince people. If you put sandbags and let the structure collapse, you will tell that the structure is designed for 200 kg per meter square, it failed at 400 kg per meter square. So there is no iota of doubt in the user's mind. So this is one thing. Test it 2 to 3 years, create awareness, rectify the system, and establish acceptability. This is the most difficult part of it. Because whatever you do, if you go to people are very reluctant to change. If they are used to RCC columns, brick walls, flat roof, staircases, marble ota, polished granite, they will not change overnight. And all these things cannot possibly be done in Ferrocement house, because Ferrocement house has got different concepts. Same finishes cannot be done on these buildings. You can't probably nail the building. People would like to nail and put photographs of their parents there or something like that, or some Mother Teacher photograph. They will not be able to do this in Ferrocement walls. There are limitations, but such acceptability has to be created by demonstrating. And this demonstration will take time, and that acceptability will be probably first with the government engineers. If the government engineers feel, well, this will be acceptable, then you do a housing project, a slum clearance project in one location, where there also if people run away, you come back to table again, work out on another design. That is one branch. In PWD, isolated usages of ferrocement can be started immediately. I would say lintel chhaja combination is a very excellent piece in ferrocement, and if PWD is not using it now, they can start using this without any major deviation from their overall building strategy. Because chhaja is not a structural element, it is a functional element, and if you do a lintel cum chhaja, you would save time in construction, because you don't have to wait till the lintel is cast, and you just put it on the day just like a bricklayer, support it on props and start constructing a brickwork above the lintel level. And then I would suggest doing load tests. They have put 2 people standing on the chhaja. You put proper loading and calculate the deflection of the tip of the weather shed. That is one for structural deflection. Secondly, you put it under accelerated weathering condition. Salt spray test, all these things are small pieces like this can be put into a salt spray chamber and tested for corrosion, accelerated corrosion. And then you don't have to wait for 10 years to prove that the chhaja is working. You can do it in one load test in 2 days time or 10 days time after it is constructed, and one accelerated salt spray test in 6 months. In next year, you can start with a GR of constructing all your weather shades in all housing projects by in situ, precast at site, weather shades and chhajas, and just put it there. It will not be bought out from outside. It will be specified as an item in the bill of quantities, and the contractor will probably execute. And if he needs, he comes to META or MERI for training. He sends one engineer for training and does it himself. Secondly, staircases. You have seen examples of staircases on photographs. Staircases is one of the very easy things to start. And again, construct the staircase, load test it. Let it fail. Exhibit the load at which it has failed and put it on that failed model there. And people will be convinced that the ferrocement staircase is very ductile, very strong, and very lightweight, and it can save time, as I told you. Precast staircase just fitted into the either a precast landing like Dr. Mr. Desai's case, or in case where we did it on in situ case. Water tanks is an acceptable fact that can possibly be changed to. All water tanks can be done with ferrocement water tanks, and for God's sake, change the shape. Don't make it rectangular. Make it cylindrical, make it circular, spherical, whatever it is. avoid rectangular because you will save time, you will save cost, and it will be more pleasing. Parapets, if they are done in brickbat parapets, they can immediately be changed to ferrocement parapet because ferrocement parapet will be thin, you will have more balcony area, and it will be much stronger than a brickbat, a brick parapet. These are some things which can be incorporated immediately. Waterproofing, one of your executive engineers was to present, unfortunately could not come, but it is an excellent waterproofing system, and this can possibly be adopted immediately. In irrigation, I'll come to irrigation and in the next 5 minutes. In irrigation, there are some very challenging assignments. Mr. Angekar was telling a study of the cutout wall, leakages in the dams. These are projects of a larger scale. If somebody wants to make a trial, he has to make an informed decision that this may work, this may not work. If we say work, it works. Dr. Devekar says it works for very well. But you may have a doubt of a little amount of doubt. But you will have to push yourself to execute a project, and probably it will be succeeded. So these are challenging assignments like seepage from embankments by doing a cutoff, which you are doing presently by digging a big pit and filling it with black cotton soil, or one of your engineers was telling me today making a diaphragm wall in the KTVS. Such assignments are challenging. So let us say challenging assignments will tackle over a period of time. They will not start with challenging assignments tomorrow. But what can be done simply? Unless you start something which can be demonstrated, the challenging assignments will not get support. Let us start with KTVR gates or whatever you call, I forgot the name. Needles. So start with KTV needles, and if the ferrocement needle is heavier, and if your standard needle is 2 meter by 0.6 meter, what I got information from your one of the civil engineers, cut it into 2 pieces, make it 1 foot by 2 meters, and then let the numbers increase so that people can handle a 60 kg piece very easily, and let the numbers increase. So this can be started very easily. What happens? It will fail. It will be much cheaper than a steel pin, I can tell you. It will not be stolen. If you account for the number of stolen pins in a year from irrigation department in the entire year and allocate that much money for replacement with ferrocement gates, you will probably convert half the KTVS into ferrocement. So this is the thing I mean. This is Jilla Parishad. Small town, again, elevated water tanks in small towns are done by Jilla Parishad. They are not done by Maharashtra Jala Pradhikaran, I think. They are probably done by Jilla Parishad. So small water tanks of the capacity of 50,000 liters, 1 lakh liters, they can be done in ferrocement water tanks. Elevated water tanks. Elevated water tanks with ferrocement columns, ferrocement beams. Like he was telling ferrocement, you just make a ferrocement jali, pour concrete inside so that you are sure that it is not honeycomb, and water it from us. You don't need shuttering. And such a water tank has been constructed at Mohol in the premises of one of the fertilizer plants there. Excellent water tank is there. There are several water tanks like this. They are spherical. They are like one we have shown you in my presentation at Nagar. So this is one area. They can get a water tank constructed of a much better quality, because we have seen cases of failure and leakages of water tanks. A ferrocement water tank probably will not leak as much as a rectangular RCC water tank, because ferrocement water tank probably will be spherical or a cylindrical one, and it will have less chances of leaking. So there are several forums on this concept can be pushed, and it can be pushed either at a very small level, very slow beginning, or take a bold initiative and start something on a challenging project. I don't know in what direction we will go, but you can all think on those directions and maybe contribute from your side whatever you can. We will be, our services, at least my services, whenever you require, will be available for you. Thank you very much.